Hi everyone, it's me Darlene in the bright sunshine, and I'm feeling pretty ill. I am out only because we had a windstorm last night and it knocked power out of so much of Maine, and we're not expected to get it back. They're not even expecting to start restoring it until tomorrow. Could be as much as 3 days before they really start restoring power to everyone. You just don't know how sad that is. It's not the end of the world, but I have a freezer full of meat that I even just bought, I don't know how many pounds. I bought like 10 small roasts yesterday. And we knew there was going to be wind, and why did I shop for meat yesterday? It started to get windy last night. That's when they expected it to start. And I was watching the World Series, and then I started to get very sick, and I just was like, what is going on? I mean, I just was so sick to my stomach, and my head started pounding, and I got up, and I could barely walk. I mean, I thought, oh my God, am I going to have to call a friggin' ambulance? I mean, it just hit me so fast, and I don't mind being sick. It's almost like a vacation for me to be sick. But it came on so sudden, and the headache just was so sudden, and it was so bad. But I just took some Tylenol, and I laid back down, and I was freezing. I mean, I could not stop shivering. It's like my whole inside of my body was shivering. So I put a sweatshirt on, I covered up, and I was cold. I just could not stop shaking. And then at 5 o'clock in the morning, I heard the power turn off. And I got up, and I went into my mother's side to see if she was up, because sometimes she gets up, and she was up. And I told her I am sick, and I just assumed I must have had the flu. And I laid on her couch for a little while, and I was still shivering, and I covered up, and then I finally fell back to sleep, and I woke up so hot. I was sweating. I was like miserable, and I still have a bad headache. I tried to sleep off and on as much as I could, and then I finally, sat up and tried to get on Facebook. I tried to let everybody know in at least my peanut gallery group that the power was off. I don't know how to do very much on my phone, so it took me forever to figure out how to even post to the group. I never could figure out how to post to Patreon. I have the app. I hate apps. It's like I don't know how to use or do anything in an app. It's so different than the site. Then I went on the main website, and my phone just wasn't working good. And I wore out the battery, but now I forgot that my son had bought a charger thing, so I'm charging it in the car, so at least I can do that. Absolutely don't miss that I don't have a computer. That is like so freeing that I would be willing to lose an entire fridge and freezer full of food to have peace from that. But I am a little bit bored. I can crochet during this. My mother, once upon a time, I think it was for her 90th birthday, or maybe 92, I don't remember exactly, 92nd birthday, I think it was. Everybody bought my mother yarn. I think she made probably like, I don't know, in all together, we made like 20-something, 25, 27 Afghans for donation. She made the majority of those. And we donated those to the cancer center, and then she started on another batch, and this time she was making narrower ones for people in wheelchairs. But she hasn't crocheted for, I don't know, maybe like a year now. It just really started to bother her hands. But she did make a pile of those, and I finished them for her around the edge, and I never got around to that. So I pulled those out of her closet today, and I finished one. As much as I have a headache, I'm somewhat able to do that, but my stomach is so fucked up. So I would like to do that tonight, but we have no light. I'm never prepared for things like this because I just don't like to prepare for things. It doesn't happen often that we're without power. We had an ice storm like about 10 years ago, and there were people without power for 3 weeks, and this is in the winter when it was freezing. My sister did not have power for like 3 weeks, but they did have a generator. My parents never lost power. Everybody had no power, and my parents' house did not lose power. I lost power, but only for like a couple of hours, because at the time I was living in an apartment next to the Sanford Memorial Gymnasium, which was the shelter. So they had to put power back up there, and I was connected to that. So, but it was unreal how many people did not have power. I don't think it's going to be anything like that this time, but it just kind of sucks to not have power. I have a couple of oil lamps, but I need some oil, and I'll probably not be able to get anything in here. This place is probably wiped out. There's a Lowe's next door, so I probably will go there too. I would just like some kind of like a battery lamp too, a lantern or something. If I can at least have light, I can at least crochet. But I'm telling you, the break from the internet, I have to take breaks from the internet more often. I really do. But it's like I have to be forced to not be able to do it. I think that's what I like about when I travel. The only part that I like about when I travel is when I'm on the plane, that I'm completely disconnected. You know, I don't get the internet on the plane, so I usually can just sit back and rest. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much because my head hurts, and I hope it was just like a 24-hour bug of some kind. And I want to eat beef. I'm so afraid if I eat chicken. I was going to buy a cooked chicken, but I'm so afraid if I eat chicken that it's going to make me sick, because beef is what I eat. Why didn't I cook a bunch of beef? I'm fine with eating cold beef. I would have chowed down on that all day. Oh well. Let's go in, see what we can do. I'm not feeling well at all. There's nothing for light. Picked up another new little lantern. The ones I have are 1,000 years old. And some kerosene for it. It's not what I wanted, but the shelves are wiped out. I actually have a few things that I can get while I'm here, so I'm going to try to pick a few things up, and I guess I'm going to have to settle for a little cooked chicken. Alright, let's go get a couple things done. My mother needs denture tabs and some toothpaste, and she wants some bar soap. She uses bar soap for her face, body wash for her shower. Now you know everything you need to know about my mother's hygiene. 97 cents for 3 bars, and the denture tabs were $2.77 for 90, and the toothpaste is only 85 cents. I need my sleep aid. I just take the same ingredient as Benadryl. Now it's only $4 for 100 capsules, and the Benadryl brand name is $11.94 for the same frigging 100 capsules, and it's the exact same thing. Who the fuck pays $11.94 when you can buy it for $4 just an inch away? And she needs oatmeal, and it's $3.24 for this big 42-ounce container of oatmeal. I have more on the list, but I don't feel good. So I think I should just call it a day and head home. I decided to grab some instant coffee because I'm very low on regular. I have some decaf, but this feels good on my head. It's $5.88 for this, 12 ounces. Were you guys going to let me forget to buy a cooked chicken? It's the reason I'm in the store. I stopped by to see I could pick up some tuna because I can eat tuna. Then it dawned on me I'm supposed to buy chicken. I might pick up some tuna though. I skipped the tuna. I am grabbing one of these chickens for $4. I actually changed my mind on the chicken. I grabbed a hot one. It's only $1 more, so I took the hot one. Wait a minute, yeah. I'm hot. I'm burning up. I'm sure I have a fever. What the fuck? And the lighting is so bright, and it's bothering me so much. I have to just go home, and I don't know when I'll be able to upload this. I just thought I would take the camera because I seem to be like, I don't know. I feel trapped by YouTube sometimes. I really do. Yesterday was such a bad day. It was my husband's birthday, and I was just miserable all day thinking of him. And I just have so much stuff that I avoid doing. things still to deal with his death. Never even called Social Security. I mean, I just put everything on the back burner and throw myself into work. Work became what alcohol was to me. You know, it's like the thing that gets me away from life. And I don't know why I'm talking about all this. I feel sick to my stomach. As much as I hate that people don't have power, I kind of love it. I would love to get it back on tonight for my mother because she loves Dancing with the Stars, and it is a very long night, but at this point I don't even really care. I'm just ready to just lay on a couch and stare at a ceiling. Oh my God, the sun. How do people live in this world? I don't understand. I hate the sun so much. Okay. I don't even take my temperature. I don't even know if we have a thermometer thingy. Is it a thermometer? I can't even remember what we call it. I don't even care. I don't care. I feel sick. That's all I need to know. I will talk to you guys soon. I am sorry that I'm such a deadbeat, but I really am having a big struggle with YouTube and recording, and I just feel like I've worn out my welcome there. I feel like I'm fresh out of ideas. I don't feel like I'm capable of doing it anymore. I really don't. It might pass. I do feel like this often. I just don't usually verbalize it. But right now I'm sick, and I feel like I just feel sick, and I feel like just shit can come out of my mouth right now because I'm just not into anything right at this moment. So thank you so much for coming in the store with me. I'm going to go home and collapse. Bye.